Leila de Lima secures her second victory as a Muntinlupa court acquits the former senator of involvement in the illegal drug trade. Tej Torres Tupas has the report.
This is the beginning of my vindication.
Leila de Lima secured her second victory on Friday as Muntinlupa City Regional Trial Court Branch 204 acquitted the former senator of involvement in the illegal drug trade. Judge Joseph Abraham Alcantara found no reason to convict de Lima and her former aide, Ronnie Dayan, who were both accused of conspiracy to commit illegal drug trading in the New Bilibid prison while she was Justice Secretary. Based on court records, de Lima and Dayan were accused of conspiracy to commit illegal drug trading as the former Justice Chief allegedly received a total of 10 million from former Bureau of Corrections officer in charge, Rafael Ragos, to supposedly fund her 2016 senatorial bid. The money purportedly came from high-profile Bilibid inmates. Ragos was initially named as a co-accused of de Lima in this drug case, but he was later declared a witness for the government against the former senator. However, in 2022, Ragos disowned his testimony, saying he was only coerced to pin de Lima for the supposed wrongdoing. Recantation, according to the court, are viewed with suspicion and reservation because oftentimes witnesses can be intimidated to withdraw their previous testimonies. The rare exception, the court said, is if there is no evidence sustaining the judgment of conviction other than the testimony of the recanting witness. As in this case, without Ragos, there is no quote-unquote crucial link, as the court said, that would establish the fact that de Lima conspired with inmates in its illegal drug trade. The former senator said all who joined her in fighting for justice prevailed despite efforts to crush and silence them. She said she may have won today, but her fight continues. De Lima has now won 2 of 3 drug cases filed against her during the administration of her nemesis, former President Rodrigo Duterte. She has been in detention since February 2017 and had repeatedly denied the drug charges, which she branded as fictional. This is Tej Torres Tupas reporting for INQUIRER.net.
All right, now to talk more about the decision of former Senator Leila de Lima's case, joining us live is lawyer Tony Lavinia, president of the Movement Against Disinformation. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to the program. I know you were there with former Senator Leila de Lima earlier. I guess to start things off, walk us through what it was like when the decision was handed down.
It was very solemn. In fact, the judge had earlier told us, those of us in the rooms, mostly the lawyers on both sides, the prosecutors and defense lawyers, and a few friends of Senator de Lima, that to remind us to be, to treat with dignity, to act with dignity as the decision was read. Immediately, we went to this dispositive portion. The prosecutors and the defense lawyers agreed that we just want to know the result. And there's a palpable sense of relief. There was clapping, mild clapping under the circumstances. That's not supposed to be allowed, but obviously something like that needed some release. I could see Senator de Lima silently praying, thank God. And all of us who are her defense lawyers, we are a collaborating counsel. We're not the lead counsels, but lead counsels really did a good job here. We are obviously happy with the result. In my mind, though, I also have that question of, she's just been acquitted, but why did she stay in jail for 6 years? So I'm happy for the result. But I have to ask that question, why did we put an innocent person to jail for 6 years?
Mm-hmm. Right. Sir, just diving in a little bit more on this latest acquittal, is it immediately executory? I mean, can this verdict be appealed? Because earlier, Justice Secretary Boying Remulla had said that the remedies are very limited once an acquittal is reached. Can you tell us more about this?
As a general rule, you do not appeal a conviction. Sorry, you do not appeal an acquittal. unless the judge is so irrational, so unfair. That happened in the case of Galman versus Aquino, or Aquino, the Galman case involving the Aquino assassination, where it was seen like there was no real trial. It was a sham trial. And so the Supreme Court reversed that and said you have to do the trial all over again. Here, the judge, Judge Alcantara, was very good throughout the whole process. Very solid legal thinking, very fair. He praised, in fact, everyone at the end. So there is no appeal here. And when the decision was made, the court actually ordered the release of De Lima unless something prevented it from being released. So right now, there's one more case. Once that's decided, the bail, that's actually already subject of bail decision. Once that's done, then Senator De Lima will be released, and I think more or less it's all over after that.
Now, I want to take that part where you mentioned there is still a pending case. 2 of the 3 drug cases have been dismissed, but there's still one pending case. What now is the impact of the dismissal of these 2 cases in her pending case before a Muntinlupa court?
I can't really comment on the merits of the last case because I'm also collaborating counsel there, and that would make me violate the sub judice rule. All that I can say is that these cases are distinct from each other, but they're also related to each other. They could have been tried in one case, but the government chose to try it in different ways because they wanted Senator De Lima to stay longer in detention. This is the Duterte administration. So far, we've seen the Marcos administration doesn't seem to have an interest either way in keeping De Lima in prison. So obviously, we're grateful for that. But this is an acquittal on the merits, and hopefully that's what will happen also in the 3rd case.
And you also mentioned the bail petition of former Senator De Lima. The court decision for this was deferred Monday. Do we have a timeline now on when the ruling will come out for her bid for temporary freedom?
I wouldn't know honestly, but soon. I won't be surprised if it comes out next week.
So next week, we're hoping that it comes out. Thank you so much for joining us for this very brief interview. Once again, that's lawyer Tony Lavina, president of the Movement Against Disinformation.